open that door. They're not going through it.
No.
Yeah, just get it out.
$1,000 a day. What's your pension?
We could do it, but if we can't air it, they're gonna have no fingers on their air. I don't. Exactly. I don't want to do it.
Pencil your line press. Yes. They're closing down. They couldn't get the story out. Too late. The story's already been out. It got out when it happened. All their little precious packets of coffee. Yep. Too late. Pack it up. Wrap it up. Out you go. Get out of my pen. This is now Patriot News.
Some of the best shits I've had are against a tree. It's like, it's perfect.
There was nobody around.
Oh, that's funny. In the spotlight, I love it.
He was all sneezed up.
I have no idea what they're doing.
What's that?
I have no idea what they're doing up there now.
Just a standoff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's done. Didn't they ratify it?
No.
Oh, they didn't? Because
No.
Pence wouldn't...
No, it's not going to happen today anymore.
Oh, no?
I doubt it, because they had to stop. They recessed.
Oh, they didn't come back?
I don't think so. I mean, somebody getting shot and killed, guns
guess-
drawn on the floor.
Yeah, I guess that
That'll take them 24 hours to mop it up and figure out what happened. And
Gotcha.
you know, Trump is really dumb, though. I mean, now he's associated with this. A storming of the Capitol where somebody gets shot. You know? He's so stupid.
Well, he actually sent the
All he had to do is like leave office and talk about his accomplishments. And he would be better off. But now it's going to be focused all on this. All in the last 30 days.
It'll be focused all about Trump.
What's that?
It'll be focused all about Trump. Everybody will be talking about him, which I think he kind of likes.
That's what he wants. Some of the stuff I've been reading, they say that he's really pissed off that he lost and all the other senators and congressmen won. Republican senators and congress. He's totally pissed off that he lost while everybody else won.
So he's surrounded by winners and he's a loser.
And then the other scuttle is that he didn't want the two Georgia guys to win because that would piss him off. He said, "Why should I help you win when I lost?"
Yeah. Oh man, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And he's like a petulant child.
Well, I think he did a lot of good things, got a lot of things accomplished, but I also thought it was terrible. It was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, he didn't bring the country together. He divided. He was president of the divided states, not the United States.
Yeah.
He came out swinging.
And then after being in office, you think you kind of try to get things better, but it was like he started running again just 2 years later.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't really have much support with all the stuff about Russia and this and that. I mean, that was kind of 4 years of that shit. That was kind of nuts.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing, too, is that Mueller investigation, that was the Republicans who pulled that.
Mueller? Oh, I thought that was Democrats.
No, they didn't even control any of the branches of government then.
The Mueller?
Yeah, Mueller was, the trigger was pulled by Rosenstein, who was a Republican.
Nice.
After they fired Comey.
Nice.
When he fired Comey, Rosenstein...
Oh, that's great.
All the Republicans got spooked.
Dumbasses.
They were like, what the fuck's he doing?
That was such a waste of money, man. All that money that could have gone to other things.
Yeah, it's interesting how everybody thinks the Democrats. Now, the
Yeah,
Democrats impeached
I
him.
honestly thought it was Democrats that had the Mueller thing.
No.
Wow.
No,
Either way,
because they didn't control any branch.
No?
Yeah, remember the first 2 years? It was all three houses were.
Oh, I always thought that the Dems had the House, with Nancy Pelosi being the Speaker since Trump was elected.
When he.
You sure?
No, what am I thinking of?
I don't know. I think Nancy and them had the House. The Republicans had the Senate.
Well, but either way, it was Rosenstein who did it. And Rosenstein's a Republican. He was appointed by by Trump.
Was it Trump?
And he got spooked. The Republicans got spooked.
I still don't understand why people aren't asking more questions about those emails that Hillary supposedly got rid of and all that shit. I mean, that's really weird too.
What's that?
About those emails with Hillary Clinton.
With who, Hillary?
Yeah, I don't understand, like, how can she do that and get away with that stuff?
Because it wasn't illegal.
It wasn't? Oh, I thought supposedly it was.
The thing is, Colin Powell came out and said he did the same thing.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like, we did the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So they made him out.
See, I didn't hear that. Well, then again, it's all going to be political. It's all going to be to match your thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, there's more pepper spray. Uh-oh.
You getting that?
Hey, can you call the desk?
Yeah.
Or call somebody at our station?
What's the number? Oh, yeah, the same number as you dialed, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
Concussion grenade, it sounded like.
Maybe it's nothing. Stand down. Go. It might have been fireworks.
It didn't sound like a firework to me. It sounded like more of a concussion. Well, I got the number in case you want me to call.
Yeah, stand down.
More
Oh no, more. Yeah, call them up. Can you tell them that there's tell them to tell the producers to take Rousey's camera seeing.
Hey, this is Steve. I'm security with Ricky Chamberlain. He's saying to please tell the producers that we're live. There's some tear gas and smoke going up in the Capitol right now.
Perfect.
Yes, I am. He's right here with me.
Yeah, tell the producers.
Tell the producers. Hold on one second.
Hey, it's Rich. Tell the producers that there's action on the front of the Capitol. Tear gas. West. Slide view 1. Where's Rousey? Is he coming back anytime soon?
Not yet. He walked quite a ways to go take a leak.
It looked like tear gas, didn't it?
No, it actually was tear gas. It came up in the top left side.
Yeah.
And that's the direction of where that concussive sound came from.
The interesting thing is they did one on the ground as well. What if it fell over?
Maybe someone picked it off.
Yeah. Let's see it now.
Nah, it seems to be on.
Move it and then it down. Okay. I'm so sorry. Yes.
No, they didn't control all three branches.
They didn't?
No. Remember they got that at the midterms.
Okay, good.
I swear I thought the House had it the whole time.
Go drop.
I thought when he was elected, Pelosi was.
Is that another one?
That was another one.
Yep, there it is. They're moving them out.
Yeah, see it? Up on the left?
Yep.
that noise coming from the other side of the Capitol?
It's possible.
I'd be interested in going over there. Do we have a camera on that side?
Yes, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're definitely moving them off.
Here he comes.
Okay. Thanks. Of course, that's when I pee. There hadn't been any tear gas in like 2 hours.
Yeah, it started on the left-hand side.
Looks like they're trying to get them to move down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving. They're trying to. I think they're trying to get them off the patio up there.
So when they cleared the bleachers, it was pretty peaceful.
Yeah, they're clearing them now. There's a big clearing going on.
Should they be able to hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Ashley.
There were 3 tear gas sets off.
Okay.
And then the police moved them off. I'm going to call that like the patio, the portico.
Where did they move them off of?
To the left. See the left? See all the green, the fluorescent green, the black?
Yeah, they're kicking
Okay,
them
that
off.
area. Okay,
That's
yeah.
police clearing them off.
Okay.
They're pushing them all out now. So they set off 3 tear gas or smoke bombs. In fact, we don't even know if they're tear gas. We probably should call them smoke bombs.
Paul. Should we go back to there for the next hit, or do you want to stay here?
Doesn't matter. We can go back up there. When's our next hit?
I don't know. I just texted her to talk to me.
Another one. I don't know where. Do you know where that came from?
That was loud.
On
Where?
the side. I think it's the crowd on the other side. I'm pretty sure the Capitol on the other side. That's where all that noise is coming from, the people too.
That was louder than some of the others, or more powerful. Oh my gosh.
It's chilly, isn't it?
What?
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah, very. That may be a good thing, though.
So we definitely have to go back to the car at 6:30. I mean, I got no no
Yeah,
power.
charge stuff and everything.
Yeah, I got nothing left.
Found an explosive device.
Did they really?
It's no longer a threat for them, but
Where was it?
somewhere by the Capitol.
There's always a nut with
Yeah.
any of these
Oh,
signs.
yeah.
President's talking right now.
Is he?
Yeah, see what he says.
Trump is? What's he saying?
Well, I don't know if this is live or if this is. I think it is. Yeah, you have to go home now. We have to have peace.
Oh, he said that? President Trump?
Yeah, after saying it was stolen.
Oh, shit. Well, that's good that he's saying that. But they'll go home if he says it, if he tells them.
Some.
Oh, some.
Saying the election was fraudulent, though.
My buddy's a retired Baltimore County police officer. Does PAC. He's Maryland law enforcement's coming down to help too.
Yeah, well, we just saw those Fairfax County guys.
I
That's.
told Fairfax seriously. Yeah, Maryland's coming down too.
I don't think I've ever seen Fairfax called into D.C.
I've
before.
never either.
At least not, unless they knew well in advance. You know.
Yeah.
Go home and go home in peace. He said.
Good.
Hopefully
and
that'll.
And look, they are. They're literally turning around. Did he really not think that they would not storm the Capitol? I mean,
Who knows?
he was that imbecilic. I mean, I called this a few weeks ago that they're going to storm the Capitol.
Be careful, because sometimes they put this on the web and they don't tell us. So be careful.
Tell him on the mic.
Oh yeah, you see the gas?
Yeah, tell him on the
Ashley, can you hear me?
Just set off tear gas again. They never answer quick enough.
I know. They're not listening. I'm gonna. Yeah. I've been trying to talk. We're seeing some like tear gas or some kind of gas being fired. Yeah, and at times I would take our shot live because. But yeah, I can do another hit. You want to go up there, or you?
No, just
Okay.
good. It's all the same. You want to go up there?
Does it look the same? You tell. Okay. Here we go. Well, we have seen a few things happen in just the last few minutes. Just a few moments ago in that area where there's a large crowd. Rich, if you can show, we saw some gas that was apparently fired by police. So the situation is certainly not completely calmed down there on the west side of the U.S. Capitol yet. The crowds have thinned a lot at the base of the Capitol, but very close to the Capitol, they're still large, and also on the steps, on the scaffolding. Folks have remained there, but outside of that area, the crowds have thinned a lot. But within about the last 15 minutes or so, several times now, we've heard loud bangs, and then we've also seen the smoke that indicates police have fired some sort of gas in an effort to control the crowd there at the U.S. Capitol. We're not getting a sense yet if the words by the president have affected things, but we are seeing, and Rich, if you can actually zoom out a little bit and just show folks walking away, we are seeing large numbers of people that are beginning to walk away from the scene. We've actually seen that for a while now. It just seems like there are a few very dedicated folks who are staying near the Capitol, but many folks are now walking away. And of course, the mayor has instituted a 6 p.m. curfew. It's hard to imagine they would try to enforce that curfew on a crowd as large as the one we have seen here. But again, a lot of people are now walking away. We're going to try to talk to some of them and see if the president's words influenced them or if they just felt it was time to go. It's also a very cold, windy day here, so it's a hard day to spend hours out in one place without moving. But as you look at the U.S. Capitol again, we've definitely seen some disturbances there in the last few minutes, but the crowd overall has thinned a lot, Allison. I'm going to go talk to some folks and find that out. Of course, we just played what the president said, and there's some more gas being fired. If you look over there on the left, you see the gas in the air. We just heard a kind of a concussion noise, and then we saw the gas. That one little area there, kind of at the top of the steps, that's where a lot of the issues seem to be. Normally when we hear the sound of something being fired and then we see gas, that seems to be where it's happening. Earlier in the afternoon, crowds had actually overtaken the bleachers that are set up for the inauguration there, but police got the crowd to move away from them in something that was mostly nonviolent. We saw a tiny bit of shoving, but for the most part, it feels like people went willingly after the police asked them. So that is the scene there. But as far as whether the president's words have affected the crowd yet, I'm going to have to talk to people and find that out, Allison.
I took my journey up to just in front of the stand. The guys up top put on gas masks. I left. I choose not to. I want to look. I want to see. I want to know. But I'm not crazy enough to get myself.
Do you mind if I ask you a question, sir, for Channel 7 News?
Any question you want, but I don't know that you're going to like the answer.
Oh, hey, I just want the straight answer, whatever it is.
It ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be much.
But just tell me, what was your perspective? You said you were there, and what happened?
Oh, I took a wander all the way up to just in front of the tower that they've got set up. The guys up on the guys in yellow up on top all put on gas masks, at which point it's time to leave. We don't need that. I understand why they did it, because they intended, I mean, they haven't set off gas masks. All those are some stupid fool up there with setting off smoke bombs on his own. I think it's peaceful. We sang America the Beautiful. We sang the national anthem, and it's time to go home now.
Did you hear the president's words where he asked everyone to go home? Have you heard that yet?
I have not. No, I've been completely disconnected from the network. I've heard there's a story that supposedly some gal got killed on the other side of the... I don't know. It's a good story. I think it's an instigator trying to instigate something. It may be real, it may not be, but until I get more information, I can't answer that one.
Do you feel like you've kind of had your say at this point, and it is time to maybe...
I think my voice is... I've done what I came here to do. I came all the way from Utah to get my voice heard. I think my voice was heard today. Was it successful? I don't know. I hope so. I hope... All I want is honest men to be honest with each other. If we can do that as a nation, we go a long way. Otherwise, we don't go anywhere.
Thank you, sir.
But I thank you.
What is your name, sir?
Bob Hatfield.
H-A-T Field?
H-A-T-F-I-E-L-D, just like the McCoys.
You came from Utah, huh?
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, Bob. I'm Tom.
It was a good run. Good to see you, Tom. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Stay safe and God bless.
Where in Utah, by the way?
Salt Lake.
Oh, buddy of mine lives in Park City.
Too bad for them.
I don't know how bad it is now, but he's been there for 25 years.
Okay. Well, the last 24 years ain't been too bad. The last year, they have been so locked down, it is, I feel bad for them.
Really?
They're actually the only place that I know of in the state that really shut everything. I mean, they made what you guys are doing. What I assume you guys are from here.
Yeah,
you might have come here to visit, but I doubt it.
No, we're the local news actually. So,
but in comparison to what you guys have been going through, it's on par with what you guys have had to deal with. The rest of the state, I mean, my friends I told them I was coming, they were like, "Why are you going? It's free, it's fine, it's safe." Well, yeah, but it is for us. But it's not for you. I appreciate you letting me talk to you without telling me, "Oh, put a mask on."
no,
I appreciate that.
I wear this for other people's comfort, not mine. You know.
Yes,
and around here, people get antsy. You
yes,
know.
they do. The hotel I'm staying in, they
Yeah.
lost their mind when I walked in the door. I was like, I had it in my hand, I just hadn't got it on yet because I was in the vestibule, and I don't know. I guess. I mean, the masks are a nice comfort piece for a lot of people. For most people, they're not going to save me. I mean, if we're going to be worried when guys like me, I'm a retired GI and chem warfare expert, be worried when we start shaving. As long as we've got beards, you got nothing to worry about.
Thank you so much, sir. Very nice. I got to call my folks real quick, but really nice to meet you.
Take care.
Yeah, you too, and enjoy the rest of your stay in town. Okay.
They were rolling on that.
I assume they were.
You probably should call NCCR first.
I'm gonna
make sure they're rolling.
You want me to see if there's anybody else that was up there, or?
I'm gonna get them to pull a bite from that real quick first.
All right.
Running in place again. It does work.
Yep. And temporarily get yourself warmer by just urinating down your leg. But after about 30 seconds, it's getting cold.
Ain't gonna lie, that was about the longest I've ever gone. It was a long time.
Did you get pepper sprayed?
Man, yeah, but you know what? I left
Okay.
my seat with the captain.
Where were you up there?
You guys actually were inside though? Or?
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
There was other people.
Yeah, okay.
He was. Yeah, there's pictures already on the internet for them.
Yeah, we've been putting them on our TV station. Said the House side Senate. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, Steve. House
No,
side.
no, my wife would kill me if I got in trouble.
Okay. Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. So.
I want to get back here. Where are you guys from? Florida. Oh, okay. Cool.
You said something got my attention. And I was just trying to look it up. My phone, I don't have good enough connection.
Gotcha.
When did Trump say everybody go home?
A short time ago. We played it on our air probably 10, 15 minutes before I talked to you.
Wow.
He said, yeah, well, he said the election was, he feels the election was stolen, but we need to do this be peacefully. But yeah. And so he said it's time for, to go home for this.
8 of them that were actually on the floor of the house.
Yeah.
That were going across there. They might have already gone by us by far enough, but yeah, I was able to get that pic, and I went, hey, I was just talking to that guy.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
by the way,
And then he said,
we did hear from a couple paramedics from Michigan that saw the girl who was shot being worked on, and they feel strongly she's probably
Yes.
she'd have to be if what the guy was screaming was true. I mean, she took it in the neck.
Yeah, that story,
Yeah.
the shooting's been
Yeah, it
verified
sounds like,
that did happen.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Inside the Capitol.
Because I talked to some of the eyewitnesses that saw him doing CPR on her, and
Well, that just royally effed up today.
Yeah, yes it did.
That did.
yeah, I'm really sad that would get to that point,
That wasn't the purpose.
No.
And if it was somebody's purpose, shame on them.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, man.
All right, no, thank you. Really nice to meet you, sir.
What time is it?
4:47. I'm gonna try to. Did you ever see an editing list today? Because I didn't. I'm gonna try to get him to pull a soundbite from him.
Hopefully they were still rolling. I mean, I can backfeed it a bit yet, but.
Oh, here they are. Okay. Rigel.
Is that another one?
Well, I heard it. Although he was saying it's a guy setting them off, not the police.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, I don't think so, because they cleared.
Yeah, it's hard
They
to.
set two or three off, and then they.
Maybe someone did one, but then
Yeah,
maybe
there was one
yeah.
on the
It's
ground.
hard to imagine that
Yeah.
somebody brought like 20
Yeah.
of them. You know.
in 80s.
Yeah, because if they were blowing them up off.
Hey, Rigel, it's Rousey.
Right.
Do you have a second to pull a bite for my next hit?
No, they were clear. I could see them.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
There you go.
All right. All right. Thanks, Rigel. All right. Bye.
Oh, it's way up top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Top left corner of the main building.
Of course, he has to go right to the smoke. Nice narrative, baby. I work in the media.
There's another one.
Oh, there it is.
$17.48. Are you on the horn with them? 1748 is a
Okay.
flashback.
Okay.
1748.
All right. Remember that because nobody's listening right now. Hello? Hey, hopefully NTCR was still rolling, but about 5 minutes ago I did an interview with somebody I wanted to grab a bite from. It's an older, probably 60-year-old gentleman with a beard. And the bite I want is close to the beginning, not right at the beginning, but close. Yes, hopefully. Do they have a SOT there? If not, I'll get them to create one. Yeah, we'll put this at 5.
What's the strobe light?
That's a brave kid right there. That young lady working by herself. Yeah.
What's the strobe light?
Oh, yeah. Put that to annoy people.
Or is that by people inside putting it out to the road?
Lord, to annoy everybody? Yeah.
Hey, Rigel, I may have to make it a butt bite, but when he talks about how they, the guys were there, they put on the masks, and I was like, it's time to go home. I'll take that part, and then I'm gonna, with a white flash or something, or fade, go to another part. So yeah, the guys in yellow will be the NQ. Yeah, it's time to leave. And if you go on towards the end, like one of the last things he said before I got his name. Well, what did he just say his name was? Because I got to tell him that. Bob Hatfield? Okay. All right, and that's going to be the bite that I'm going to butt to, but just go back a little. Okay. I came all the way from Utah, and then honest men to be honest with each other is the out cue. And if you
so you gotta check this shit out.
Yep. When we spent a few minutes in there, and when police came through and asked us to leave, we did not resist. We left peacefully.
Were they drawing guns on you? Were they just asking you to leave? What was that like?
They were coming through saying you need to leave. I know on some of the protesters outside they were using tear gas, rubber bullets, and the batons, but as far as my involvement, totally peaceful.
Okay. I mean, obviously that was a pretty dramatic step, and you know, obviously illegal, which I'm sure you knew to breach the security, but you still felt that you needed to do that. What was you just feel like that was the only way to get your voice heard, or to put it in your own words why you did that?
Well, in terms of legality, I think the real crime here is stealing an election. That's highly illegal. And we have massive evidence of that in a number of swing states, which would have totally turned the election 100%. So I think that we've exhausted our options here, and we need to, at all costs, make sure that we have election integrity, make sure that President Trump knows that we are here for him. We are back him 100%, whatever he decides to do.
I appreciate it. And I will text you later. I'll just say it's Tom from ABC7.
Okay.
And if you're willing to share some pictures of when you were in there, I'd certainly appreciate it.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, nice to meet you. Oh, and where are you from, by the way?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Rick. Appreciate it.
Trying to get back to the metro
well, there's a Smithsonian one that's down on the left when you go down a ways.
Take me to DuPont Circle?
Not directly, but you have to transfer.
Okay.
Because you got to get on the red line for DuPont Circle.
That's the red line. Where's the nearest one to get to the red line? Do you know?
Well, I mean, you can transfer, and it won't be it's probably faster to go down there, and then you ask a station manager if you have trouble with. There'll be a map. I'm trying to think from here where you would transfer. Probably.
Okay. And how am I going to get to the station?
If you walk straight down here, it's eventually going to be on your left. After it's a little bit of a walk. But before you get to the monument, you'll see it on the left. There'll be a sign sticking out of the ground, a brown sign that says Smithsonian.
Okay.
And that's the Smithsonian station.
Okay, so just straight down here?
Yeah, I mean, it should, I'm trying to, I believe it, yeah, it's just a straight shot, and it'll be to the left at one point.
Okay.
Probably like half mile probably.
Thank you.
I was just telling him he's headed to it. It's straight this way on the left.
Amtrak or?
Oh no, it's a metro train.
Metro train.
The train station for Union Station is up that way.
Yeah. Up that way is the Union one.
Yeah.
You too.
Huh?
He said, "Have a nice night." I said, "You too."
Oh.
I got an hour left of this battery. What time is it?
Should be about
5:15ish. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Here. Could be close. We need to power down. Is there a way you can ask?
All right. Well, we can't right now, so let me talk to him after this.
Yeah. That's what I mean. After our hit. Do we have a hit coming up, right?
Yeah, you can see the flashbangs. Yeah.
Let me get that.
More smoke. See it?
Yeah.
It's so windy. Hey, sorry. Yeah. So I'm
sorry. I'm from a small, like, college radio station, but I work at the news department there. I've tried to, like, mark myself as press. Will that exempt me from the curfew, or do I need, like, real media credentials?
I don't know, but when they've done the curfew in the past, they don't just go arresting people willy-nilly. It's mainly used on people they think are trouble.
They're going to take us live.
Okay. Oh, I got to do this thing. Yeah.
Tom, they got to take this. Tell
Hey,
them
guys.
Take the
Guys. Hold on. Can I borrow your phone, Steve?
Yeah. You need to call the same number?
No. 703-236-9555. Thanks.
when it happened.
1804.
I'm sorry, 504.
Oh.
Hey, can you throw me to the booth real quick? It's Rousey.
Too late.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Ashley, we had I think it's too late now, but we had a ton of stuff going on, concussion bangs and smoke. Can you at least keep me up so I can communicate with you? We had some great stories. Okay, a whole ton of stuff just happened. Yeah. They just, if they're rolling, they just got it. So.
504.
Well, the gas is clearing up. Now there's more right now. You may just want to take it as a live pick split screen or something. All kinds of gas, yeah. Okay. Thanks, Steve.
Sure.
All right, just stay on that until they're about to come to me. Yeah, look at all that.
Yeah, they're trying to clear all that crowd out of there now. They're just going to fill it up with smoke.
Ashley, if you can hear me, look at the shot right now. Look at all
really
that.
Gotta take it. They got to take it.
You at least take it a pick?
Hurry.
You're going to lose all this smoke if you don't.
Hurry. See the police throwing them.
What, Ashley? Ashley, I would at least take this as a split screen. Look at this. Do you see all these bangs?
Yeah, they're missing it.
Ashley.
Ridiculous.
Will be in a moment, yeah.
Do you know what that smoke is? Are those fireworks or is that tear gas?
It's probably gas,
Probably
I think.
Gas, okay. Have the police released any statement yet regarding
They're just trying to clear.
Okay.
Where are you from?
University of I live in Baltimore, but I go to school. Yeah.
So where'd you go to high school?
I went to Baltimore Poly. Yeah.
So, football official.
The police moving people down the steps there, it looks like?
Yeah. Hold on, let me Yeah. Yeah, they've cleared it now. They've actually cleared that top section.
Yeah. Ashley, I can just start talking without you seeing me. Is that all right? All right. I'm just going to stay on this and I'll start talking when they toss to me, okay? All right, they're going to take us shortly. Do you have a soundbite from me as well, Ashley? Do you have a soundbite from me as well? Yeah. No, it was supposed to be a new one at 5. Rigel was putting it together. No, not from the 4. All right. Can you call Rigel real quick? Because he did it for me. It's related to this, but... Okay. If Brad doesn't have this shot, I would really wrap it and get to me. So we've had a lot going on. All right. Get ready to show him clearing the steps, and you can see. A whole lot more of that, Allison. I can tell you over just the last few minutes, we've seen a lot of flashes, we've heard a lot of bangs, and we've seen a lot of smoke. And Rich, if you can zoom in, you'll see that the police are trying to clear the area of the steps. Protesters took over that area much earlier this afternoon, and police earlier cleared the bleachers of protesters up above. You see the bleachers at the top of your screen, and now they're trying to get protesters off the steps here on the west side of the U.S. Capitol, and it appears slowly but surely they are being successful at that. And again, over just the last few minutes, we've seen really bright flashes coming from that area. They're easier to see now that it's getting dark, and we've heard those bangs, as I mentioned, and seen a whole lot of smoke over there as police try to clear that area. I actually just talked with somebody a short time ago who at least claimed to me he was one of the folks who got inside the building and into the Senate chamber earlier today. He did say, though, that the president's message about asking folks to stop this is having an impact. Now, others I talked to said the cell service is so bad in that area, they didn't even know the president had said that because they weren't getting messages on their cell phone. But he said, at least among some protesters, the man I talked to who claimed to have gotten inside earlier today, he said that that message by the president is having an effect, and some do agree that for tonight, they need to go home. But clearly not everyone is going home at the moment, and police trying to clear this area that they lost control of much earlier this afternoon on the west side of the Capitol. And as for the man who got in, when I talked to him, he said when police confronted him inside after he had gotten in, they didn't draw guns on him. They just said, hey, you guys need to leave. And he said at least the group he was with agreed to leave right away. He wasn't arrested or anything like that, and he left the premises. But a whole lot going on here, and a lot has gone on in just the last few minutes as police try to regain control of the outside area of the U.S. Capitol here. Allison? All right. I would take it as a split screen or something at times, Ashley.
Is Tim up there?
I haven't heard anybody else describing what's going on outside of us. She said leave the picture up and she'll take it.
This monopod saved us today.
Oh my gosh.
Doing any of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday Ben didn't have one. He had everything in his shoulder. He was dying.
Yeah.
I think his back was spazzing him, wasn't he? Last night?
Would you say that?
His back was spazzing me.
Oh yeah, he was in bad shape.
Oh, the back of my neck is like frozen.
ever seen this happen before at the Capitol? Anything like this before?
No. They were saying the last shooting in the Capitol was, remember, like the famous Capitol shooting that happened with officers or whatever years ago?
Oh.
That was the last time anybody was shot inside the Capitol, apparently. Been like 20-some years, but as far as like protesters getting in, never.
Oh.
I'm sure it's happened in U.S. history, but not in my lifetime and/or of reporting. I mean, usually protesters never even get past the lawn there, you know?
Yeah. Shoot, I remember we used to be able to drive right up to the Capitol in the back. Drive right up there.
Wow.
No gates, no nothing. Timothy McVeigh is what changed everything.
Yeah. Oklahoma City.
I'm showing 45 minutes on this camera battery, and I got 20 left on the battery that I swapped with.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind being able to pause this for a little 15 minutes. I mean, right now I got 45 minutes. That gets me to 6, and I got 20 on this.
Yeah.
That'll get us probably through your hit at 6.
Okay.
But that's like if everything goes perfect.
Yeah. Well.
You know, if the battery starts to fall off fast, it'll be before that. I personally would feel better if we could shut the camera off for 15 minutes.
Let me call Kelly.
Yeah. You know, we'll fire it up if something happens.
Yeah. Hey Kelly, we're battery-wise, we're iffy for the 6 at this point. Can we like power down for like 15, 20, oh my gosh, 20 minutes? And where is Annalisa? Because I don't want to be in the same spot as her. Okay, are we still good where we are? Or do you need us to move somewhere? Okay. Okay, when should I be able to go again or be ready to go again? 5? Well, honestly, it's probably not worth powering down for that short a time. We could also go at like 5:30 and then power down until a little before 6. That would be an option as well. Okay. Well, okay. All right, he may not, since 5:30 is only like 10, 12 minutes away, it may not be worth doing it now, but we can do it between 5:30 and 6. And then after the 6, we're going to have to start charging some stuff or do something. All right, cool. But you got it covered with Annalisa if we had to go after that, right? Okay. All right, cool. All right, bye. We got to hit at 5:30. Is it worth powering down for a few minutes?
No.
Okay. After 5:30, power down and don't do it again until the 6.
Okay. That'll work. That's safe. I just don't want to lose your shot.
Yeah. Well, it would stink to lose it for 6.
What's that?
It would stink to lose it for 6.
Would be awful.
Yeah.
said it was only 40 degrees. Feels a lot colder than that, doesn't it?
It's the wind. It's not the cold, it's the wind chill. Hey, can you, she may be taking that at times. If you just,
she's taking this?
I don't know, but I would keep it takeable.
Feels like 33 degrees.
Feels worse than that.
It's 41.
Honestly, it's like last night, but tonight there's wind, which is a problem.
Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad gig, you know? This is 65 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out by the funding pool.
I can, yes. Do you have my bite yet? By the way. Ah, shoot.
Heard from DC Mayor Muriel Bowser. The behavior
Ashley, you hear me?
witnessing is shameful, unpatriotic, and above all, it is unlawful. Anyone who has engaged in these activities continues to engage.
See her saying that when Antifa was
Nope.
She
did, actually. Or BLM.
Yeah.
We're headed back to the...
Maybe not quite as strongly, but yes.
Thank you, sir.
Ashley, do you hear me?
I don't know if that was up. There it is. No. I don't see any smoke.
I don't either. Not so bad until the wind hits.
I know. Yes. You hear me? Yes.
That's cold.
Yeah, don't need that wind.
I'm like in constant shivering mode now.
I can't tell. Are there still people up there?
Yeah, there's people up there, but it's much clearer. Well, at least it's not raining.
Thank you. And now I can start. So after
Getting towards 5:30, you're hit.
Hold on.
I got 5:27.
Okay. She doesn't answer every time I talk to her.
It's getting a little dark up there too. I really can't see much anymore
Okay.
at this point. But they definitely cleared.
Are those mostly officers up there now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to say now. I can't tell. But they definitely cleared quite a bit off the Capitol itself.
So now there's people just down below at the lower level. Yeah, those are all police.
Yeah, it's too dark.
Those lights help.
Yeah, I can't really see now though.
You can go to me, Ashley. That won't happen to me.
Hey, let me get you in front of the camera real quick. I gotta do a lighting check. See we're on the right color here.
Are you fake news or are you real news?
Hopefully real. Which way?
Keep going. Capitol's over this shoulder.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. They still haven't even talked to me. I don't even know if they're coming to me.
Because I can't see much up there either anymore. Very
Okay.
dark.
Ashley, you can take me.
I was not standing around. I know someone got shot. I understand that.
I don't know why they won't. I don't know why they won't talk to me.
You're way past your hit time.
I know.
Call them. Sucks having only one phone. Hey, he can use his phone. You want him to call?
Hold on. I'm just gonna call Kelly. Hey, can you not hear me? I've been trying to talk to you a number of times. Do you not hear me right now? As the mic is on, as far as I know, we're broadcasting. Do you not hear me right now? What does that mean? My mic's not working, or just that you can't hear me? Because we need to do something.
Hey, do you see him talking in the?
Because what I'm saying, the one advantage of going to me is.
You see those little TVs in the picture?
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah.
Okay, when I hang up, I should be back up on IFB. You can talk to me there, okay? All right, bye.
What happened?
I don't know. She wasn't seeing or hearing us, but she wants to take us soon.
They can hear you though, right?
Well, they couldn't, but I don't.
Call NTCR again.
No, I can't. I just.
Okay.
I think we're okay now.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to start clearing the lower level. Yeah, because all those bright strobe lights started at the second level when they were pushing people out, and now they're starting to do the lower level.
Tim's there right now.
I can't believe they weren't prepared for this. They're going to hit, so we're going to roll some security issues.
You think maybe?
Yeah, right.
Stand by.